your papers. In my opinion, it's the best way to be able to score your papers out there, literally any project, without tearing it, without cracking, without crooked lines. Nobody wants that. It'll even score up to 110 pound cardstock. The metal rule is included. It is on sale today for $32.95, so it took a few bucks off there to make it a little bit more affordable. It's $8.24 on your credit card. It is simple, it's easy, it makes everything so accurate when you're scoring any of your papers. You really can't make a mistake. And it's a huge customer pick on hsn.com. Let me see if Beth Kingston, whoa, there she is.
What up?
What's happening, Beth?
I noticed you said Anna was the best, but I just want to make clear I'm your best friend, correct?
Yeah, well, that's just a given. I never have to say it to you because you know it already.
I just have to say it out loud because I just want the world to know.
What's going on? Hey, look at this. This thing's awesome.
Listen, I am so psyched about this. So here's the thing. When CutterPillar came to me and said, hey, we have this scoring tool, I was like, I mean, how much can you improve a scoring tool? Excuse me. It's the greatest thing that's ever happened. So we're just going to zoom right in and show you. This is the CutterPillar Crease. So most scoring boards come with what's called a bone folder, and this is one from something I already have at home. Here's the problem with the old way of scoring, is when you are putting the bone folder in, I don't know if you guys can hear this, you actually have to worry about it cutting the paper. And the other thing is, because of the way it's made, you can't always get to the end. So if you look at this, it actually tore the paper. You don't want that. And so when you have the old scoring board, you're like, oh my gosh, I need to, make sure I'm not too gentle or not too hard. The scoring stylus that comes with this and the way these channels are built are going to allow you to make these beautiful scores. And because it's a little nib instead of a folder, it allows me to get all the way to the very edge of my paper, which is something you couldn't do before with the bone folder, right? So this is just regular cardstock. It makes these beautiful scores. But let's talk about something else that is also very hard to score, and that's vellum, for the same exact reason. When you use a bone folder, you have to be super careful and make sure you don't do it too. And you can actually, I don't know if you guys can hear this, it's tearing as I'm doing it, and I'm not even pressing that hard. See how it, look, that tore right in half. But look at what happens with the stylus. It's so smooth. And again, it goes all the way to the end. So you are able, like if you're working on wedding invitations, if you love to work with vellum projects, you can do perfect scores on vellum, and you're able to fold things and create things that you couldn't before. That's what I think is so amazing. And here's the other thing that's cool about it. Again, with bone folders and traditional scoring boards, the rules were, if you want to fold it this way, you cut on this side. And if you want to fold it this way, you have to flip it over. Because of the way the channels work with this, there's no more like, okay, I need to flip this over before I do it. You can just score all along the way where you want. And then see, I can fold this either way, and I don't have to worry about, oh shoot, I folded it the wrong way and it's gonna bust or it's gonna tear. It works exactly the way you want it to work and exactly the way a scoring board should work. We just haven't had the technology for it in the past. Do you know what I mean? I mean, it's, okay, and now I need to show you. So this is the steel rule that comes with, and it is sort of a game changer because, again, it just sets right in wherever you want it. Before, with regular scoring boards and with bone folders, you couldn't do thick materials because you just couldn't get a good enough score. So the way this works is, I mean, I could try it with the stylus and I'd probably get a decent score, but this is made for thick materials, specialty materials. I'm gonna flip this over. So instead of the stylus end, you're using this channel end. This is actually raised up instead of pushed in. So I'm gonna take my, look at how beautifully that just scored glitter cardstock.
Look at that.
I mean, there is not a scoring board out there that does this without tearing it, without you having to go over it 3 or 4 times. It is like the coolest thing that has ever happened to me. And that's what I mean by being a game changer. They were like, CutterPillar was like, just try this scoring board and see what you think of it. And as soon as I got this out, I was like, oh yeah, I'm in. You guys got me, I'm good. Look at how amazing that is.
Look at me. I'm scoring right now.
You're very fancy. I think you're very spectacular.
See, I would never be able to do this normally. Okay. So
Yeah.
I'm scoring
what's so
here.
great
So
about that?
I'm actually going to be making this, this is like a little box that I'm making.
Yes, isn't it the cutest?
Look at this.
Oh my God, you're so skilled.
Well, you taught me very well. All right.
Thank you.
You know
And
what I
it's
love is
easy,
nothing,
right? With the
nothing
little
is
nib.
nothing is shifting around. So I know.
Yes.
I think I got
Yeah.
all the way down here, and then I would
Yep.
turn it on its side this way.
Yep. And just go the other way.
Oh wait, I got to go like this. Hold on. I
You're
think I
a
did it.
natural.
I think I scored it right.
Did you? It looks beautiful.
Yeah,
Looks good to
everything
me.
is perfect. So if and I'll show you what I'm going to make here, Beth, in just a sec. I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but you can see how
School me with
everything,
your craft skills.
everything is all good. Look, look.
I know.
Look
how
what I
cute it
made. Isn't that
I
awesome?
know.
I
You're
made,
gonna put
I made a
yours in
little
there and send it
box,
to me.
and I can fold
Isn't
it
that
down.
the coolest thing ever?
Dude,
Oh my gosh.
look what
I know.
I made.
You're a genius. Essentially.
That was fun.
You are everything I've ever wanted to teach you about crafting. But like, speaking of that, let me show you. So this is a file folder, right? So it's 2 pieces of thick cardstock. So because I have this steel rule, for those of you who like to make mini albums or gifts, like that cool box, so I can take this. I'm going through 2 layers of file folder material. And again, I can go all the way to the end. It gives me a perfect fold. Guy, look at what we made with it. This is a mini album out of a file folder.
Beth, look what I made. Beth, look,
No,
Beth,
me,
look.
look at me.
Look what I made.
Oh, is that a stick? What is
It's
it?
a really tall book.
Oh, it's a really tall. Well, you
It's
are
a tall
genius.
book. That gives you an idea. Look, I even scored that wrong. Look at my book. Oops. Oh wait, no, it's like one of those you open and you reveal.
You're not supposed to flip over the other side if you mess it up.
know, Beth, you're not here.
You're not learning. You're
I
not
need your
paying
help.
attention. I'm teaching you.
Okay.
I know. So good.
All right, hey,
Oh, okay.